Hi, everybody, YouTube family. Auntie is here. Let's start with a hug because I got a lot of scoop. How you guys doing? It's not cute not knowing. And the Academy Award nominations came down today. There were snubs, but first we're going to talk about some things that were highlighted. I knew Questlove was going to get nominated because I've been talking about his documentary Summer of Soul for a minute. 1969, they called this music event the Black Woodstock. It's streaming on Hulu. If you love documentaries, you're going to love this. It's been 15 years since Will Smith was in the Oscar mix, and his movie, King Richard, which is out on DVD and Blu-ray today, has been nominated for Best Picture. He produced it. Best Actor, he starred. Anjanou Ellis, she played his wife, Orsine. She's been nominated. And Beyonce, her first Oscar nod for the song that she sang for King Richard. So that was like notable out there. Denzel Washington is now the most nominated Black actor in Oscar history for his role in Tragedy of Macbeth. West Side Story, 7 nominations. Best Picture, Best Director, Steven Spielberg. You've got Ariana DeBose, who plays Anita. She's been nominated. And if she wins, because it was 60 years ago that the character Anita was played by Rita Moreno. Wouldn't it be something if Rita Moreno won back then and this lady wins tonight? It's a tight race. As I said, there were some snubs. Nothing for Jennifer Hudson for Respect. Are you guys surprised? Nothing for Lady Gaga. The Lady Gaga really surprised me because they were doing a hard press campaign to get this woman nominated, and she was shut out. Nothing for Tessa Thompson, Ruth Negga for the Netflix movie Passing. There were a lot of familiar faces. I see why they nominated Nicole Kidman because she's playing Lucille Ball in Being the Ricardos. No one thought she could do this role, but she actually pulled it off and really proved that, oh, I'm the bomb. Because when they said Nicole Kidman, they was like, what? Huh? But if you see Being the Ricardos, you'll see why Nicole Kidman, she did knock it out the box. I think the movies Power of the Dog and Belfast, it's going to be between those two. But it's going to be interesting how this night turns out. Now, Samuel L. Jackson and Danny Glover are both getting special awards that night. And Will Packer, Think Like a Man, Girls Trip, he is the one who's producing. The 94th Annual Academy Awards air March 27th on ABC. Don't know who's hosting yet. I do think you're going to be seeing Beyonce up there singing. Don't know who's going to be hosting, but a commentator this morning said she's going to be great. And it was like, so I don't know if he let the cat out of the bag or he just said that. As soon as we find out who's hosting, we are going to let you know. But those snubs, y'all, I can't believe that nothing for Jennifer Hudson. Let's talk Nelly. You know it's going to be part of the Real Husbands of Hollywood, which returns on BET Plus Thursday. Kevin Hart, Robin Thicke, Nelly, Nick Cannon, Dwayne Martin, my man JB Smooth, they're all returning Thursday. Well, they're saying that Nelly accidentally released kind of like a sex tape. He deleted it. But what people saw, he's getting clowned. This could be a publicity stunt to get his name out there, Real Husbands of Hollywood. But you know what? Unless you are a certain way, don't do that. Don't do that. Because you're going to get teased if you're short. That's all I'm going to say. Real Husbands of Hollywood, it returns. Now, Nick Cannon did this prank. Well, it was actually Kevin Hart did the prank on Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon announced I'm having baby number 8. Well, child, Kevin Hart sent him a vending machine full of condoms. Tyler Perry returns with Medea on the 25th of this month, and there's a whole lot of excitement. Jimmy Fallon, his That's My Jam show, featuring DJ Active and Adam Blackstone from this area. It's been renewed for season number 2. Michael Jackson, the Broadway show is happening, MJ the Musical. But now Lionsgate has picked up the rights to Michael Jackson, the movie. How do you think it's going to be? Michael Jackson, this complicated man who became the king of pop and had so much and was a star that was just bigger than life. How do you think it's going to be? Meanwhile, his sister Janet, she's talking about the documentary, and about 17 million people saw it. Janet says her best part of her documentary was when they went back to Gary, Indiana with the family, but that making it, because it took about 5 years to do it, she says it was painful, it was hard, difficult, and therapeutic. The Janet Jackson documentary was really good. When she talked about the end of the marriage of James DeBarge, I wanted to cry too. Niecy Nash is getting a new show on ABC, an FBI drama that is a spin-off of the hit show The Rookie. And Joe Rogan, the podcaster, Spotify, making headlines, just be saying stuff and just talking out of his neck. First of all, they're not going to get rid of him on there. They may get rid of some of the content and put stuff, disclaimers, but they're not getting rid of him. What a lot of people don't know about a Joe Rogan, he raised a biracial child. Remember the group H-Town? They had that song Knockin' the Boots in the 90s. Dino from H-Town had a baby by this woman who wound up marrying Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan raised that woman, that girl who is now an adult. Isn't that interesting? He don't really talk about his life too much because he's always stirred up in controversy, but Spotify is not going to get rid of him. They're not going to give in to that cancel culture. I have so much to tell you guys tomorrow, and I'll tell you why I was so rushed today, because I got to get ready to go. But thanks so much for hanging out with us. It's not cute not knowing. Got more scoop tomorrow. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you. And let me know what you think about this year, the nominations for the Academy Awards.